Hi kindergartners, Detective Dami here. So, weekend news. That's something that we have to do every week. I was thinking, what is a good way to do weekend news that doesn't cost anything, it's on our island, and it's fun to do? So if you notice, last week I went to the windmill, and this week Detective Dami was asked to find fun, inexpensive things for our kids to do. So I'm going to keep going to places that are sponsored by the Nantucket Historic Association, and I'll teach you guys about it, and then you can go to those places on your own. Where do you think we are today? Did you say a lighthouse? That's right. That's why I waited till it got kind of dark, so that you can see the light in the lighthouse, because I'm going to teach you some things about it. So today we are in Sconset, or Sconset, some people call it, and we're at the Sankaty Lighthouse. Come on, let's get close to it. Built in 1850, this lighthouse just started to be in use not until 1965. That's when they finally turned the light on. And do you know what? It's one of the first lighthouses in the whole United States to receive something called a Fresnel lens. A Fresnel lens is where the light is up there at the top of the lighthouse. It's made into a very thin, flat, almost like a sheet. And that special lens makes it so ships from really far away off Nantucket can see that little light of Sankaty. Sankaty Head Lighthouse is 70 feet high off the ground, but guess what? It's 158 feet from sea level. And the light up there, well, it flashes every 7.5 seconds. The Sconset Trust took ownership of the Sankaty Head Lighthouse in 2007. It was close to falling into the ocean. So guess what? They raised enough money to actually pick up the whole lighthouse, and they moved it. Today, Sankaty Head Lighthouse stands as a sentinel for all who come to visit and enjoy the peaceful island of Nantucket. So we did it, kindergartners. We visited an historic site on our beautiful island. I can't wait to do my weekend news about it, and I can't wait to see the historic sites you may visit. We're going to see one next week too. Hi, kindergartners. So, you know, for my weekend news, I'm going to write about my visit to Sankaty Head Lighthouse, which you can do too. So, we're going to write about it in our writing journals. If you have your writing journal at home, go ahead and grab it, and you can do your weekend news in it. Or if you just want to write it on a piece of paper, that's fine too, as long as you write down and draw something that you did over the weekend. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to write my sentence with the word I, because I did go by myself, minus my cameraman, but he decided he didn't want to be in the picture this time. So I'm going to put I, and then that sight word went. So I'll do my finger space, and I'm going to put that word went, which you all know is W-E-N-T. I went to, another sight word, the, which you guys all know, T-H-E. I went to the, and now I'm going to write the word Sankaty. Now, sometimes you could write this sounding it out, but because it's a real place and it's a proper noun, I'm going to write the proper spelling of its name. Just like when we write our own names, sometimes the sounds don't necessarily make sense, but we want to spell names of people the right way, so we want to spell names of places the right way as well. Sankaty, which is how you spell it. And then I'm going to put light house. And make sure you have your finger spacing between your words like I do. I went to Sankaty Head Lighthouse. So I have my finger spacing, I have my uppercase letter at the beginning of this sentence, and then this little dot, what's it called? A period, you're right. I went to the Sankaty Lighthouse. Now, I want to add a sentence about what I really liked about it, and look at the time of day. I think I'm going to write it was during a sunset, or I saw the sunset. Maybe I'll do that because it was during sunset time. So I'm going to write, I saw there's that sight word that we know, T-H-E, the sunset. So yes, S, like up. U, sun, like nut, and then set. S as in snake. Our new letter that we learned last week. E, T, sunset, period. And that way you can look at my page. I'll look back at this and know on this weekend that I went to Sankaty, and then I can read about what time of day I was there during the sunset. Okay, kindergartners, I can't wait to hear about what you did this weekend.